By now, you've probably already learned about some important and useful core concepts in React. At this point, you're ready to learn how to add interactivity, maintain state within a React component, and explore hooks. In this video, you'll be introduced to what hooks are, how they can be used, and why they are useful. As you progress as a React developer, you'll likely soon use complex components with stateful logic. Keeping track of state across components can become quite a task, and this is where React hooks can help. One key benefit of hooks is that they solve the problem of unnecessary code reuse across components. Let's find out how they do that. Hooks are functions that were introduced in React version 16.8. They let you hook into React state and lifestyle features from components. Let's observe an example hook. Specifically, you'll examine an instance of the useState hook, as it's the most commonly used one. This hook is used to manage the state within a component and keep track of it, and it's built directly into React. To use it, the first thing you need to do is import the useState from React so that it's available for use. The next step is to declare a state variable within a component. You can provide any name to the state variable and the setState function. For this example, let's call the state variable showMenu and the setState function setShowMenu. If you've learned JavaScript, this syntax may feel somewhat familiar to you. You are probably wondering what exactly this code does. Well, it's actually doing something that you've likely encountered before. Notice that the convention is to name the state variable and the setter function using array destructuring. When you declare a state variable using the useState, it returns a pair which is an array with two items. Without array destructuring, the code would be long and cumbersome. Since it's more confusing and tedious to access the array items by index, array destructuring is preferred, and it significantly simplifies the code. You now have a new state variable called showMenu. The useState then sets the initial value of showMenu as false. So to summarize, calling the useState hook does two things. It creates a state variable with an initial value that represents the current state, which in this example is showMenu, and it creates a function to set that state's variable value, which in this case is setShowMenu. The function setShowMenu is used to update the value of showMenu by passing the Boolean value to it. It does not matter what names you use for the state variables. You can define them based on your component and use case. The useState hook should be called at the top level of your component. In this example, notice that the useState hook was used to track the Boolean state value. You can use the useState hook to track any type of data. It could be strings, numbers, arrays, Booleans, or objects. For instance, you can even track the number of times a button was pressed. In addition to the hooks that come out of the box with React, you can also build your own hooks which will let you extract custom component logic into reusable functions. This is an excellent feature and benefit of using hooks. The biggest benefit of hooks is the readability and simplicity that they provide to the code. In this video, you learned the basics on React hooks and explored the useState hook. You now understand the benefits of using hooks and how you can use them within your React applications.